Okay.
All
So,
right. So, okay, let me start.
okay.
Okay. So, we are called Nature's Beverages, and as the name suggests, we wanted to promote a lot of products that are organic. And we discovered that amongst us as students, a lot of people are using carbonated drinks, which are not really healthy for their bodies. So as Nature's Beverages, we came up with a product that will help to mitigate this problem. So we had many problems in mind, but we settled for these three in particular. The first one, which I've already mentioned, which is we notice the majority of beverages offered in school are not suitable for every particular audience. So we find there are situations where people would want to have take something, but they can't because most of the things that are offered will either upset their stomachs or things that they do not take due to maybe religious beliefs or other health situations. So this is where we come in as Nature's Beverages. The other thing was that the distance to access these particular beverages we offer was a barrier hindering their purchase. So as students also, we find that there's no closest way to purchase this product, which we are going to show in our preceding slides, in our next slides rather, which we came up with as a group. So the distance was also another problem which we looked at. The other problem was that the cost of these particular commodities was relatively high. Our market is CBU at the moment, but with more funding, we definitely hope to expand to a market that's just beyond CBU and make it even more affordable for the whole community. So our solution to this problem, as you can see, are our smoothies, which are in this picture, and they look really, really, really tasty. There were many flavors that we came up with. Some of them included banana, some of them were blueberry, some of them were mixed fruit, some of them included some elements of watermelon as well. And the response from the people was really well. And with regards to this, we are confident that we found a solution to students enjoying a beverage which is suitable for their needs. Okay, now our customer journey, as you can see in the picture there, sir, you find that people are really happy consuming our product, not only because we told them to pause for it, but because it is actually very tasty. And so they love the idea that we came up with because after a survey, we found out that not many people actually do this business at all on campus. So this was the solution that we came up with as Nature's Beverages. And the response and feedback was good, of course, with a few exceptions. And these exceptions were not really that the product was bad, but that we could make more improvements. And with more funding from other investors, we could definitely make progress and improve the product further. And some of the things in our customer journey that was that the working quality at times was not good. The desire of the group was to make so much money from this, of which we did to an extent, but would have made more had it not been for a few hiccups here and there, considering that one, we are students, and also secondly, some people just proved not to be not as committed, but we still found a way to make it work and get our product to our customers. The other thing was the explosive costs of production. We also encountered this in our customer journey because the fruits are not very cheap. Some of them were expensive. And so we encountered that as well. And that we found an advantage from our customer journey that we were motivated to even make more smoothies because we would be tired. But because of the desire that people had and the belief they had in our products, we were motivated to make even more smoothies for our customers. Okay, and then when we speak about market size, according to some statistics, which we apologize for not including here, but it is expected that the smoothie business is going to grow in this country by an estimate of about $58.83 million by the year 2025. And given our expansion, we would love to have a share of that market. Now, that is collectively from the national front. But then when we look at it from the market size, which is the environment which we are operating in, which is CBU, we have had an average demand of 20 to 30 people. And even in the market, as we have said, because not so many people do this business, we are almost having the whole market size. And with more funding, we definitely could expand. And we could target to more than close to 100 customers, given production was consistent on a daily. And the potential share that we made was usually 25 to 30 cups a day. That concludes our market size. So our competition, when it comes to the smoothies themselves, we do not have competition. However, as economists, we understand that, or as students pursuing economics, we understand that people can find suitable substitutes for this. So the substitutes include, as they are listed, they are Mojo, Fruticana, Frizzits, and etc. Many other drinks could be used as a substitute for this. And these are the strengths and some of the weaknesses that we found. And the strengths was that some companies have already been in the market for a long time. And because they have been in the market for a long time, it leads us to the next point to say that they have high demand because people are used to buying product from these people. And then the other thing is that they have no cost of production. Usually the costs that they incur are just costs to bring the product here, but they don't actually produce. But as Nature's Beverage, we are actually producing the product ourselves. So yeah, and then it also has more attractive packaging. Of course, we are a small company, and in the long run, with more funding, we could have more attractive packaging. But at the moment, we cannot beat packaging of established brands like Fruticana or Mojo. So yes, and a well-established market also just focuses on that. Now, on the weaknesses, which is what made us to come up with this solution to the problem, is that they are too common. So you find that everyone sells Mojos, everyone sells Fruticanas, and people would love to see different products. And I mean, that is the whole point of entrepreneurship, to make ideas that have not existed, or maybe taking an idea to a market where it has not been exploited, which is what we're trying to do. And most ingredients are also inorganic, which is, even though Fruticana is made of mango, we find that there are a lot of preservatives to an extent, and some of these Mojos also have got a lot of caffeine, which are also hazardous to students. And the other thing is that the weakness is that they don't cater for every group. So not everyone gets to take these drinks, which is part of our solution to this problem. Yes. And our venture gives us a competitive advantage because it's a new product, and the audience, and all the ingredients are natural as well. So moving on to the next point, which is our revenue, our business model. So amongst this is our manufacturing model. And with the target market, door-to-door interactions and the usage of social media have done the needful.
Sorry, sir, let me just elaborate a bit on this. So we considered our model as a manufacturing model because not only are we in charge of producing everything that we sell, but we also somehow are the retailers who are the makers and the sellers of it. So we categorized our particular model as a manufacturing model. And currently, with our particular target market, we weren't able to exactly establish proper channels of selling a particular product. So we had door-to-door interactions, and even the uses of social media came really helpful because we're able to communicate with a large number of people, maybe from outside school and inside school, and we were able to give them the products at the comfort of their own homes. And then we were also looking at the ways we can actually make more money through this particular business we started. We, of course, were making money through sales, and even with the enhanced productivity, we're looking at increasing the quality of our particular good because we always look for room for improvement whenever we're doing a particular business. And then even from the requests on particular flavors, because different people have different preferences, and even with their preferences, they also have particular taste in these things. So we thought if they could either come with their own fruits or make particular orders on what they wanted to get, we can maybe charge a little higher for us to be able to get money from there. We also started selling fruits to these people because most of the time these fruits may not even be found in school, like fruits like strawberries, blueberries, and the like. And then even we also found that we could generate more revenue from delivery costs, like to people that live outside school or further away. We added a small incurred cost for us to be able to make some profit from that because the distance was not very favorable. So, and then the type of pricing model that we used for our particular product was a cost plus pricing model. Okay, so with this particular model, we came up with our prices based off the cost of our particular raw materials, like the fruits, the yogurts, the everything all together. And then with this particular business, we care for our customers and we try to do everything that we can do in our power to ensure that our customers enjoy our product, that they would even want to get more later on, invite their friends to get some more because we actually strive to make quality beverages. And then the acquisition channels that we had for our customers included just interpersonal feedback whenever we sell door to door, and as I already mentioned earlier, the social media. So this was our financial, okay, our small financial statement. In our first week, we didn't make as much money because we were just starting up. We didn't know how to go about with it, and we're trying to first look at how we could have handled it. We had a bit of profit, but we knew that we were going to be able to project more. Then in the second week is where it increased slightly, but we still saw some room for improvement. But we noticed that in the third, we tried to make an alternative, an alternative product. It didn't go as well. Even if we came out with a little bit of profit, we just said that that was what we're going to use as a backup just in case. And then in our last week is when we made the most profit because by then we already established our market, we already had customers and everything worked out in that sense. And then I'll let Tavo continue with the next slide.
Okay, thank you. So you can see our team there, so we are very happy working together. And we divided the team into various sections, and we believe in specialization of work rather than just concentrating work in one area. So we had people doing very different tasks. I myself and my colleague Chikondi Gondwe were in charge of sales. Individuals such as Diana Mwanza, Dukundo were in charge of stock taking, as well as Prudence Chola also in charge of stock taking. Individuals such as Innocent also helped us with transportation and logistics. And we also had John and Nomsa, who were masters of the production that we went through. And his name appears here, being one of the people who was influential here because it really helped us to mobilize the team together. And below here are some of our achievements that were listed. And because we believe in relationships, every one of us got to list down some of the achievements that we had, and some of them were that we got to experience working with people with different beliefs and mindsets. We would encounter situations where we go into rooms and people are rude. Some would be so welcoming, but because of we didn't give up, we still learned to blend in with these people and try to move our product to them. We also learned how to work with others, teamwork. Usually sometimes we do things isolated, but this assignment was really helpful to help us work as a team. And most of all, we also got to have fun, and we also boosted our confidence levels to greater levels, because now we could be able to speak to anyone now trying to move the product, and everyone in the team did extremely well. There are many other ones, and we learned how to network as well. We managed to manage resources better as a group, and also how to multitask and balancing between tasks, because we were doing this while also handling our schoolwork. So this taught us how to multitask as well. So to the next slide, just an extension of this. We learned new skills as well. Now, at least some of us are equipped with the knowledge of making smoothies, although not as perfectly as our production team, who was Nomsa and John. But we have also learned this skill as well. And we also got to get feedback from customers to improve our work culture. This, because of what people would tell us, it would make us work hard. If they told us we should improve on something, we would go and make sure that we improve. If they told us that they loved it, it would even make us to work harder. And also the other thing was that we just noticed that it's possible to start up a business with even little capital, provided that the means of production exist, and also the work culture amongst every team player is very up to the standard.
Yeah, and we also had a few discussions based on this particular group, and we have decided that even after this assignment ends, we would also like to expand and keep on doing this business, because we've noticed the zeal to do business isn't just about making profit as well. We've gotten to communicate with different people, see how to create different things, learn how to go and do things on your own. Because personally speaking, when it comes to production, I live in a house where I was raised by a mother, and so basically almost everything was made. Food, all these same smoothies, drinks, and different stuff. But ever since I started doing them on my own, not only did I notice that I got better at making them, but I also started learning how to communicate with different people and how to make money for myself. And we would like to project this business onto a larger scale, not only to the school, but hopefully even the whole of Kitwe, because I've also noticed that as compared to Lusaka, that has these stands almost everywhere, God willing, with maybe the right potential investors and the right work ethic, we can even maybe start a food truck or even a small restaurant in Kitwe that can provide these particular beverages. And that brings us to the end of our presentation, and there's everyone's names and everyone who participated. We thank you very much, sir, for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for a good presentation. So like I said, we have a guest from Mondola, Madam Bedi Nanyinza. So I'll give her a chance to ask you a few questions. Madam Nanyinza?
That's fine, sir.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, team.
Good afternoon, madam.
I have enjoyed the presentation.
We're happy you did. Thank you.
It was impactful, and I just have a few questions because I think I missed the part where you spoke about how much you're charging per smoothie, because I don't think I got it. I would like to compare that with the prices for the Fanta and the other beverages that are available there in campus. So how much is your smoothie, one smoothie?
We sell smoothies at 20 kwacha each.
20 kwacha each. And what is your cost? What is your overall cost for you to make one good smoothie? Like, what's your total cost?
Our total cost, okay, we haven't exactly calculated how much it makes to make a particular smoothie, but on average, we make about 20 to 25 cups in a day, and that takes about 300 kwacha per smoothie. I mean, per
20 cups.
Per 20 cups.
Yeah.
So 20 cups gives you 300 kwacha as an overall revenue?
No.
That's an overall
cost.
That's
the cost.
That's the overall cost.
Yes.
How much do you make from the 20 cups?
So we make about 400 kwacha.
So we're speaking 100 kwacha profit per day?
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you. What is your future plan for fruits, considering the prices keep going up?
Well, we actually have a small team that actually even helps us out with all these raw materials, because we've noticed that the prices for most of these fruits on the market actually are quite expensive, and we actually explained that earlier on our explosive costs, because most of the time that team isn't always available, and we have to get the stuff from most of these shops, like maybe ShopRite or even some of the shops here in school, and we find that are very expensive. But we actually have some people who have small farms where they actually produce all of these things, and then we get them from there at a cheaper price.
Thank you. That's very interesting. I was looking to see who you would collaborate with. That's interesting.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Madam, are you done?
For now, yes.
Okay, so these, let me give you a brief background. These are Corporate Built Invest students. They are doing a Bachelor of Economics. They are in third year. I think they're about 8 in class.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
then for this group, Madam Nanyiza is the entrepreneurship lecturer in Ndola, but also she's a practicing entrepreneur. She's running a clothing line. Is it Bell's Trend?
Oh.
Bell's Trend, yeah?
Bell's Trend, yes.
Okay, so for the ladies, are you doing both female and male just for ladies?
We do both male and female, and we're also trying to, we're at the verge of producing hair products and facial products. We just need them tested, then we can fully launch. So by trade fair time, then we should have our products ready.
Okay, so
We're waiting on
Madam,
that.
okay, you have read for yourself. You find time to, I think you have social media pages, not some Madam Nanyiza.
Yes, I do.
Yes,
So they
so
could search for Bell's Trends both on Instagram and Facebook.
okay, so you have read for yourself. Madam Nanyiza, thanks so much to short notice. That's the reason why I made this a Zoom presentation, because I knew people like Madam Nanyiza could not have made it to CBU physically. So that's the idea behind Zoom, so that we can accommodate even guests who are in Ndola or anywhere they could be, as long as they have internet connection. And especially that she is there in the field, so she can mentor you if you, and like you have said, I like the idea that you don't see this as just an assignment. You have seen that to learn entrepreneurship, class is not enough. The classroom is not enough. The world is our classroom. Let's not make the classroom our world, but let's make the world the classroom. Let's go out there.
Yeah.
Some of the things we have learned, you could not learn them in class. So thank you so much, group. I would like you now at this juncture to leave the meeting so that I can accommodate the last two groups. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.